Well, hello there and welcome back to a brand new video where today's video, guys, I thought I would talk to you about what is new in Rugby 25 when it comes to the day one patch. So today's video, right, we're recording this on February 13th, the launch of Rugby 25. Rugby 25 technically has been out for more than 8 months. Back in June of 2024, Rugby 25 came out on Steam on early access, and finally now we have the full game. And I thought, you know what, let me do a video talking about what is new, what game modes we have, what teams we have, kind of give you an overview of the game, especially if you're someone who is thinking about picking this game up, because right now there is a lot of hype about this game. We have, I think, over 130 plus registered licensed teams within the game. We have some massive tournaments you probably thought you would never play, like Romania. I think Bangladesh are in here, and it's honestly amazing. Like, genuinely, this game has gone up and beyond when it comes to licensing, and Big Ant Studios really deserves the credit they deserve in terms of licensing, getting the tournaments, getting everything pieces together. And I think genuinely we could be on to something big here, which is awesome to see. And I thought, why not? Let's just show you guys everything so you guys can make an opinion of your own whether or not to pick it up. Do you wait a few weeks if it'll go on sale or whatever? Because I'm sure there will be people buying a game, maybe selling it, maybe buying it, maybe selling it again. Who knows? But I'm sure this game might go on sale at some point. But as of today, the game is at its full price. On Steam, it's at £45. On the PlayStation Store and Xbox Store, you're looking at around about £45 to £50. In dollars, it's about $50 or $60, and the same for euros. So it's pretty expensive in terms of a sports game, but they have put a lot of effort into this. So if you want to support the rugby series, and rugby games in general, obviously, helping towards, building the future for rugby, then obviously, if you were to buy the game, then it obviously does show their support. But luckily enough, we have had rugby games for a very long time from Nakon. So Nakon are the publisher of Rugby 25, and we've seen obviously Rugby 15, Rugby 18, Rugby 20, Rugby 22, and this is kind of the first rugby game we've seen in about 3 years' time. But anyway, without further ado, let's quickly head over to Steam and take a look at what is new. So I have it on console. I have Rugby 25 on the PS5. There will be a video coming later today, me playing Rugby 25 on the console for the first time, giving my kind of first thoughts in terms of comparing it to the version of Steam. But I thought I'd give you a quick review. So, like I said, the game has just come out today, and obviously the main thing to talk about with Rugby 25 is they have over 140 international teams, 150 clubs from 11 major competitions. We got women's rugby for the first time ever. I don't think women's rugby is actually in the game as of today. We'll try and find it together, but for the life of me, I still cannot find it. Like I said, this game is now £45 on Steam. It was £25 about 7 hours ago, but as it's now the full release, is at the full price. But if you are thinking, like I said, if you are thinking about picking this game up, maybe at a little bit of a discount, Steam like to do sales now and then, and I'm sure there might be a sale at some point. But anyway, let's click into play now, and let's boot up a Rugby 25, and let's just see what there is on offer to show you guys. Now, when I just posted the video, by the way, definitely check it out. England versus New Zealand. Obviously, a few days ago, we were playing as England, and it was the community team. It was a team which was made by one of you guys, and it was funny. It was great. The kits were, the pixels were all over the place. It was not shambolic. I don't want to, take any miss. I don't want to diss the guy or girl who made the kit, but it was entertaining. So you got to give him credit for that. But England's officially now in the game. It's just amazing to see. Like I said, I posted a video, England versus New Zealand. Check it out. It's quite a long video, but I have timestamps in there kind of showing you what I've learned, and it turned out to be a really, really fun game, and we may have won for a change, maybe. I mean, all I will say is the score at the end, there was 1 point difference, so definitely check it out because it was very entertaining. Anyway, so first things first, from the day one patch compared to the early access, is straight away the menu system has changed. And when I say it's changed, it looks the same, but there are many differences. And I thought, why not? Let's just go through them all. So to begin with, they obviously have this homepage, and we got Play Now, where you can do your single matches, career mode is new, right? So career mode is new. And then we also have a featured game mode here. So I imagine this might change over time. But obviously right now we've got the Six Nations. So the Six Nations is kind of the home page. It's very similar to FIFA and EA, where they would typically have like a main game mode on the home screen. And then we also have online. So if we go into play now, right now, I can only select men's matches. Women's, I don't think are in the game, but women's will be in the game at some point. I don't know when, but I think there will be future updates. So if we go into here, we can obviously choose if we want to play AI, so AI versus AI. But obviously, we can play use up to 4 controllers. So me and my friend and 2 others or whatever can play. Now, in terms of what we have here in terms of team choice, so in terms of what leagues and all that stuff, so we've got Rugby World Cup. So basically this here has all of the international teams. So we've got France, we've got New Zealand, we've got Italy, we've got Uruguay, Namibia, South Africa, Ireland, Scotland, Tonga, Romania, Wales, Australia, Fiji, Georgia, England, the official England team, which is awesome, with Maro Itoje being captain, Japan, Argentina, Samoa, Chile, Portugal, and that's it. So that's all we have right now in terms of the Rugby World Cup, right, in terms of like full licensing. Now, let's toggle over to International Oceania. So basically, they've kind of split this out in terms of what you can also play as. So for example, you've got Tahiti, Niue, the Solomon Islands, American Samoa, Tuvalu, Nauru, Kiribati. You know, it's exciting. Also got top 14. So, you know, Bordeaux, I mean, I love and hate them because when Saracens played there last year, we got battered. Clermont, Rochechouart, Lyon, Montpellier, Racing 92. I'm hoping Owen Farrell's there. I'm really hoping Owen Farrell is in there. But yes, you've got all of the top 14. We then got Pro Division 2. So pretty much has all the teams from Pro Division 2, which is very, very exciting. International South America, so we've got Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Peru, Venezuela, you know, all sorts, which is, it's honestly incredible to see that they've gone up and beyond. And I know a few people who work at Big Ant Studios, and I know some of the people who actually try to get like these international teams onboarded, which is phenomenal. So it's really a great way to kind of showcase other teams around the world, which you may have not heard about. Then you've got International Asia, so we've got Japan, Hong Kong, China. We've got the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Pakistan, Chinese Taipei, Qatar. I mean, who knew Qatar had a rugby team? Thailand, Uzbekistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Mongolia, Nepal, Indonesia. So all these teams you can play as. It's crazy. And we've got International Europe as well. So it's basically the Six Nations. We've got Romania in there as well, Georgia, which is very, very... Netherlands, Belgium, Poland, Germany. I mean, it's crazy. And we've got Major League Rugby, which is obviously in the US. So we got Free Jacks, man. We got NOLA Gold, Rugby Los Angeles, man. Like, it's so cool. Sharks, the Warriors, free. Yeah, I'm excited. And you got Premiership Rugby, right? So you got Bath, Bristol Bears, Exeter, Gloucester, Harlequins, Tigers, Newcastle Saints, Sharks, Surreys, and then Bath. So yeah, I mean, looking at this, Gloucester's rated. It's Gloucester and Leicester rated at 81. Saracens rated 80. Interesting. And then we've got International Africa teams. So if you want to play South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Madagascar. I mean, basically everyone is there. We've got North America as well. So you play, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Jamaica, Bermuda. You know. Then we've got individual clubs, which I think are just like random clubs, I think, like Devils, Delta, Cobras. I mean, if people know who these are, let me know. But somewhat interesting. And then we've got the Romania League, like Galati, Costana, Balalad, Gula, Humarula, Ija, Alba. I mean, students. I mean, is that university? Maybe. I don't know. But you got Romania, got the Portuguese League as well. Polish league, all these Polish teams. Brazil, pretty impressive. The Belgium league of all sorts. The Bangladesh, like, this is the league I want to play at. And then we got Dinner Jaipur, Schalke Academy. I mean, some of these players, Maguire. It's almost like Harry with Maguire. Look, oh my goodness. Who do you play for? The Flame Boys from Bangladesh. I mean, that's who I play for. The Flame Boys from Bangladesh. The Fighters. I want to do a Bangladesh. What was it? League. I might do. Then we got Super Rugby as well. Super Rugby is in the game as well, which is very, very exciting. That was obviously something which is kind of been added. And anything else? I mean, it keeps going. Liga, so I think that's Spanish, is it? And you've got the custom teams, United Rugby Championships. You got your Leinsters, your Ulsters, the Sharks, Munster, Glasgow Ospreys, Scarlets, Connaught, all sorts. And you're back to the Rugby World Cup. So that's basically all the leagues and teams you can play as. Now, if we go to career mode, I haven't done anything with career mode, but basically with career mode, if we have a quick look together, just realised my mouse is in the middle of the screen. So if I just click continue and click continue. So it says preparing new career. I haven't seen this. It's the first time me actually saying this. So it looks like we can choose a league. So let's say, for example, we're choosing Gallagher Premiership and we're Saracens. Select a sponsor. So we can select a sponsorship. So we're like, win the league, we get this bonus. Oh, these are all points and stuff. So I can be like, I want good coaches, good doctors, this and this and this. Oh, yeah, we want to allocate all our points. So let's just say it was that. Yeah, next match, you've got squad management, club management. I can recruit players. I can buy players. I think that's going to be really cool. I'm definitely going to do that. Now, I don't know who to... I might do a Saracens career mode. If I had to choose one, I may do a Saracens career mode. Got the Six Nations, right? So you've got new... So you basically... I've already loaded this and I haven't played anything. But essentially, you just play each match. So this one would be, if I click here, it's France versus Wales. You don't choose a team, you just play. But you can simulate matches. So that is exciting. And then we've also got online as well. So if you want to go online, if I click online, is anyone online? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Is anyone playing? I don't know. It depends on how many people want to play online. We'll give it till 25 seconds. I don't really want to play online because I'm recording this video. But you can play online. There's cross-play and all sorts. We'll wait for the 25 seconds. Yep, cool. No worries. So that's the homepage. When you press RB, right, or R1, you've got all the competitions here. So you've got the main featured ones, and then you've got this competition here where you can create your own competition. So I can be like, oh, I want to play in the Bangladesh, right? So you can play a new competition, and you basically just choose the team you want to play all the time. You can do as well a custom where you can do random teams. You can select your teams and all that stuff. So we could create like a ultimate league, which that might be really cool to do. And then we've got players. So here, like with Rugby Academy, so you can create players. We can create a female player if we want. You can create a women's team, community. You've got our logo creator, which you might have seen before. Have I created a logo? I thought I did. But these are kind of the community logos in terms of what people have done. You've got stadium creator, which, if you remember my wonderful stadium, it's a bit shocking. But yeah, like you can manage players. Like here's my player here. You can do what you will. So that's really cool. And on the extra side of things, you got your settings, right? You got your settings for graphics, gameplay, controller, etc. You can turn on crossplay as well. You've got user settings as well. Oh, it's not user. This is user statistics. God, don't you dare pause the video and check them, because I bet you they are shocking. You've got controls, tutorials as well. So, for example, let's do, let's say rucks. So let's do like a ruck pushover, for example, just to show you what this looks like. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Right, here we go. Right, so you have training as well, which is nice to see. So it says win the ruck contest by performing a pushover, binding, more players. Cool. So repeatedly press B to bind more players in. So it sometimes takes a while, then they come over. See, for me, the rucks are still interesting in this game. I think this game has such huge potential. I think the gameplay still needs tweaking slightly. Like, I feel like the rucks and all that stuff can be improved, but graphically wise, like the menu system is great, the leagues are great, the licensing is great, like everything is there in terms of the concept. I think what it will now come down to is gameplay and how people find it, right? Because Rugby 22, I really enjoyed Rugby 22. People were like, oh, the graphics, etc. But it played, in my opinion, really, really well. Like, the rucks were amazing, the lineouts were fantastic. And, like, for example, in this game, when you go out for a line out and you go for a maul, you can't, nothing really happens. In Rugby 22, if you kicked it out, like 5 meters out from a penalty, right, you can go into a ruck and then just, or you go into a maul and you can just push all the way to score a try. Doesn't really happen in this game. So I would like to see that maybe. But there we go, guys. It was kind of an overview of Rugby 25. I guess the last but not least, what is different from the early access to this one? Well, number one is career mode. We've got 6 nations. We've got pretty much all the leagues now, all the teams. Gameplay has changed slightly. I wouldn't say massively. I think the one thing which has changed, actually, let me just quickly show you. So we just choose this quickly. A bit more on the menu system, so you can now do sin bins if you would like. We can turn on injuries. We can actually manage the lineups now, which is cool. You got the time. You can play 40 minutes half if you want to. You can do 5 minutes, 7 minutes, difficulty, all that stuff. Also, as well, if we go to stadiums, all the stadiums are pretty much here, which is very, very cool. So you've got the international stadiums, top 14. For example, Saracens, that's Mill Hill, URC, Super Rugby, MLR, and then obviously the ones you can download yourself. But there, yeah, that's pretty cool as well. You can now actually manage your teams and all that stuff. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, then be sure to massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment thoughts regarding this. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and as always, in my next video, adios, chaps, boom. She's a